If not, we'll show you how.
First, let's talk about what a puppy schedule is. Basically, a puppy schedule is when you have an organized routine for you and your pup.
Here are our top 10 tips for creating a puppy schedule. Tip number 1. We believe it's best to have set times for your puppy to wake up and go to sleep, so that way you can remain on track and keep it consistent, so that way your puppy is never overly energized or exhausted.
And also, so it's not even a hassle to get them into the crate, because it's very important to make it a happy place. The fact that there's a schedule helps with that. Tip number 2, take them out to potty first thing in the morning. This is very essential because it not only does it prevent leaks in the house, but it also lets them know where they should potty.
Tip number 3, playtime. Whenever your puppy wakes up and comes out of the crate, you're gonna see that it's very excited, doesn't know what to do with itself. So that's when you should take it outside, and after it uses the restroom, you allow it to play with you, with toys, have it run, get that energy out, so that way when you bring it inside, you're not dealing with an overly energetic puppy, which can obviously be a headache. Puppy runs, overly jumping on things, it just becomes a hassle. So there's all of these things that you can do to prevent these things from happening.
Yeah, playtime is super important. The energy, especially for bullies themselves, when you get their energy out, it helps prevent bad behavior. So this is something that's helped us tremendously when it comes to having another dog. So when she comes in, it's a little less hectic.
Yeah, and as you said, for bullies, once they're tired, they're very easy to train.
Yes.
So once you get that energy out, they listen like no other breed.
Tip number 4. Feed them, and make sure you feed them twice a day. It's important to feed them at a certain time. 1, so that you remember specifically, because we're all busy beings and sometimes we forget. So if you have a specific time, then it helps with that. Another thing it can help with is calorie intake. If you just leave food out there for your dog to eat throughout the day, they can become obese. The third thing I'd say is that if they do not eat within 12 hours, then they do become nauseous.
Tip number 5, training time. Training time is essential for creating a great relationship with your puppy. Right now we're working on a few commands. First command is settle, which keeps her calm when we're on a walk, making sure that she's not doing too much. Number 2 is bed, where we can command her to go to her bed at any time. Number 3 is leave it, because when your dog is chewing on something, you want to make sure that you can let them know what to play with and what not to play with, because for puppies especially, take in anything and digest anything, and it can result in a nightmare.
Tip number 7, nap. Tip number 6, my personal favorite time of the day, nap time.
Thanks, nap time.
Thanks, nap time.
Nap time, when they just won't shut up. Nap time is not legal in the following states.
So this is very important for them because they are puppies and they do get overstimulated. So once they are done, training, playtime, all of that, it is important for them to cool down and just have a moment and be calm and stay in a confined space and have a nap.
Tip number 7, scheduled potty time. We learned that there's a direct correlation between a puppy's ability to hold their bowels and their age. So for example, if they're 2 months, they can hold their bowels for just about 2 hours. If they're 3 months, they can hold it for 3. But you want to make sure that you're taking them out consistently based on that amount of numbers until they're a mature puppy and they can hold their bowels for longer.
Tip number 8, house training. So this is different than your typical training of all the different commands. This is so that the puppy knows the do's and don'ts inside your home. An example for us is Emmy loves jumping on the couch or even putting her paws on the table. We really want Nike to learn that that is not okay. So this is why we love having her roam around, kind of getting comfortable.
Tip number 9, schedule cutoff. This is specifically a time where you stop giving your dogs treats, snacks, and water, so that way you can prevent any accidents from happening overnight in the crate. And more importantly, you're not giving your dog fuel for it to have energy during the night, so you can get some rest.
Last but not least, you guys, tip number 10, exercise them.
I'm here to exercise your man.
This helps exhaust them and makes it a better transition for them to go to sleep. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. And as you know, we are puppy parents, so it is our bedtime.